So as you can see, I've just passed through the old lock, which is, I'm gonna say, half a mile up from the portage point at Cattawade. There is a picnic area there as well, and the lock, I believe, is now privately owned. Not sure when it was last used as a functioning lock, or even why. Somebody told me some time ago that the lock was there in an effort as a war defence to stop the Germans coming up from the sea at Manningtree on the river, I think it's the River Orwell. So yeah, that was put in there as a defence, which could actually be quite plausible. I do know that further up the river, you know, Bures, Sudbury, Great Cornard, there are a number of pillboxes every few hundred metres along the riverbank there, and again that was wartime defences to stop the Germans coming up. This whole left-hand bank of the river coming up from Cattawade is a nature reserve, so there's no landing or no boarding with any canoes, kayaks, paddleboards and so on. You can probably hear the geese are seemingly in mating season. They're being really noisy and pairing up, so to speak. Hi everybody, welcome back to Canadian Canoe Paddlers UK. So it's Friday the 25th of April. And just thought I would head out to Cattawade this afternoon. Fortunate enough not to have to be working today, and it's about 14 degrees. Probably wind at 4 miles an hour, and up until a little while ago it was actually quite overcast, but you can see now the sun is coming out, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to just paddle up to Flatford. I'll probably have some lunch in the National Trust cafe that's there at Flatford, and yeah, just enjoying the peace and quiet of the river as you do. So paddles up, hope you enjoy the journey, and whatever you're doing, have a lovely day and a nice weekend. So some of you may recall on our Facebook group that Novacraft and also Norfolk Canoes very kindly donated some swag for a raffle that I did. Some of the stuff that Norfolk Canoes donated was in fact some of the Swift merchandise that they had in store, and we raised a couple of £100 I think, and that money all went to the River Stour Trust. The lock gates that you can see in front of you have all recently been restored to a point, and also I think the other end has been renewed. On speaking to some of the guys that volunteer on the Stour Trust, I believe that to repair one gate is in the region of £10,000. I was always under the impression that the Environment Agency covered the majority of the work, but in fact actually it's the River Stour Trust, which is a voluntary organisation. They for the most part maintain the river and keep the river open for us. So if you've got a few quid to spare, please donate to them. You can find their website online, and yeah, it's good cause because it makes the river accessible for all of us, as does obviously your Paddle UK licence. So yeah, all worthwhile. Just trying to paddle through this section quietly, just because I've seen a kingfisher keep running up and down this little stretch of river. So I'm just hoping to try and sneak up on him. To this day I've never been successful in sneaking up on them. It's almost as if they watch and see you coming, and then they let you get so far and off they go. So just heading back to Cattawade now. It's about 6:30 now in the evening, so I've been out on the river a good few hours. I did stop at Flatford Mill, made a hot drink and chatted to a guy up there who was out walking his dog. Just heading back into the wind, and can really be quite hard work in many prospectors. The Swift Prospector that I have only has, I believe, an inch of rocker on the bow and the stern. It's a symmetrical hull, really paddles quite nicely solo. The thing that I find really helps going into wind is I brought along with me, I think it's 15 or 20 litres of water, so I've got that up the bow of the boat just to help trim it. And on the way back, knowing that I was going into a headwind and the wind is starting to pick up and become quite gusty, as you can see now, so essentially what I did was I've pushed my dry bag right up the front of the boat to hopefully help give a pendulum effect and keep the back of the boat level. As you can see there, I just properly got caught by surprise with a gust coming over. But yeah, pretty much now back to Cattawade. So thanks for watching, if you've stayed with me that long, and if you like the content, then please give us a like, give us a subscribe, and take a look at our Facebook channel, Facebook group, Canadian Canoe Paddlers UK. Paddles up, people.